Hello, chat. Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. Let's see. Yesterday, we had some fun trying out some animation stuff that didn't really go anywhere. Had some fun learning to do shadery things in Blender, which also didn't really go too far. But point was, learned a whole bunch of stuff and some new tools that could be incredibly useful later on. Today, what are we doing? I'm thinking it might be time to bite the bullet and learn how to do object pooling. And I'm not super keen on it. But I think it might be time. Yeah, like the stuff that's coming up is I need to be able to spawn multiple pets to handle when things like attack speed increase, when the player's able to fire multiple projectiles, stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to figure some things. So today might be a bunch of trial and error. I don't know yet. We will find out. But first, let's do some startup gaming. Well, but first, Stream Music, where are you at? And with this game that we're doing on stream right now, I know I am not trustworthy enough to stop when the timer goes. So I'm only allowed the 15-minute timer. Curse you, devs. Afternereld. You made something that's way too fun. Also, this will be the first time we've tried loading a save file. We'll see how it goes. I'm assuming it'll be fine, but we did run into that one instance where the map was all wonky. Oop. There we go. Local play. Continue. I guess this is... Wait, can I just change characters? I can. Well, orange is the color of hamsters, so... Oh, hello. Out of curiosity. Oh, so particle effects and stuff are tied to your characters. Huh. That is pretty devastating. Also, everything seems to respawn. Interesting. Good to know. I forgot how fast we are after that upgrade. Oh, I need to go to town to sell stuff, don't I? Or actually, what do we do with excess stuff? Ooh. What's that nonsense? Oh, you're a big boy, huh? But nothing survives that, apparently. Bladed Roper. What's that? Whoa. Whoa, big cave. Ooh, new type of creature. Nice. Oh, wow, he is fast. Can he swim? Technically. Stabilization, stagger protection, wound healing. Oh, but that gives me the energy recharge. Yeah, I don't know. What are we doing in here? Ooh. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, just breathe fire on them. That's all we need to do. It's fine. Oh. It's not fine. What? Better. What is... He's shocked. My goodness. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to remember that this is also an option. It's silly, but it works. What do I do about you? Huh. Right? Oh, that is a beautiful skill. Same problem. Do you have something that can get me through that? Poison stings, hit several small venomous projectiles. Electric bolts. Shoot out electric bolts at the opponent and your enemy. Cool. Increase the chemical and electrical damage for your rope or melee attacks and with a ranged creature weapon. Don't care for it. we go. Job's done. That skill's amazing. Loving it. Actually, I think I might be best off just, like, aggroing everything. Yeah, I think I might be lacking movement ability of some kind. Yeah. So we might not be able to do anything here. Well, we can at least get that. Good. Oh. But that's the early timer, so. Seriously? Okay. Let's get ourselves out of here. And it's very clear that I should just be progressing the main story. Still don't know what that button's for. L1 just has the creature raise its head. And let's get to the spot the game wants us to be. Right there. Much better. Bye-bye. Don't got time for you. Gotta start work on stream. Genderin. Have you tried the Sihi Ale? Nope. If I was a better writer, I would definitely go out there and collect that. We can do it. That's a quest. I will certainly do it. We're looking for Naji. You know him, right? He's my father. But, where's the nearest fast track? Right here. Excellent. Before we get to work, I want to see if there's a way to sell stuff or something. I feel like there's gotta be, right? Yes. Like I can store stuff. Trade. Hello. Ooh. Mine repeater crossbow. Apparently he's just oh, here's the stuff he's selling. Got it. Okay. All of that armor can go. And all that headgear can go. We do have buyback. This. What's this? Oh. Plant's just getting out of my way, apparently. All right. May magic cards wouldn't spoil you. Will you join me in a blessing ritual and accept it? Sure. Awesome. If I was gonna buy something, not really anything I want. All right. That's how you pause? Oh, nope. Oop. Oop. That's very weird. Very, very weird. And while we wait on that to load, let's quick glance. Humble, that's what I'm thinking of. Because it is definitely time for me to find new songs to cycle into stream music, if there's a good bundle for it. Menu UI audio pack. Wait, is this the one that had the problems last time? What? What is this? What do these sound like? I'm a little worried. But I can always clip out the audio later, so. What do you sound like? I hear nothing. That's why. Oh. Is this the one I looked at before that high intensity never sounded like high intensity? Yeah, this was the pack that was like all flutes. Yeah. Unfortunate. And what do you bet I get copyright claimed in that section? What do you bet? No bueno. Build your own summer bundle. That's new. But software. Dude, these bundles have been here forever. Unreal programming, meh. World music bundle. Maybe. But yeah, if you guys are watching this back and there's no audio when those songs are being played, you'll know. I think I recognize this producer slash artist slash studio, whatever they are. Don't hate it. Lifetime royalty-free license for commercial use. I like that. Oh, wow. I like it. Tango, yes, please. Ooh, maybe not. That's a little iffy for Tango to me, but maybe I just don't like accordions. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. I didn't think I disliked accordions, but maybe I do. What the heck is Afro-Cuban music? I like it. Oh, you are almost ripping off a really famous song there. Oh, it is so close. I think it's legally distinct, but oh, that is so close. I really like it though. Yeah, let's check out a couple more of these. But I think I'm gonna purchase this after I check to see if this video gets copyright claimed. Lo-fi ambient. Yeah, no, none of these I want for my game, but some of these are just fun to listen to. So I think they might go in the stream rotation. Indie rock, surf rock, funk. What era of funk are they making here? Or pulling from? Okay, so this is like synth punk. Or synth funk, sorry. Dude, I'm digging all of this. I really hope I don't get copyright claimed on this, because this will be awesome to add to the rotation. Okay, what is children's music? Oh no. Oh no, chat. I mean, fair enough. I asked the question, I got my answer. Also, what is rap without lyrics? So far, it's just R&B. Ooh, a little bit of jazziness in there. These guys make some awesome stuff. Punk rock. Samba? No, I can't listen to the samba. No! Oh, man. But this is a pretty huge collection. And I think I've purchased from them before. Who? The one question is, where do you claim this? Um... I guess it's going to be distributed by Fanatical. So I'll want to back it up myself. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that saved. Anything in this bundle noteworthy? I don't know about any of this stuff. Huh. But today is not a search through game bundles day. So first off, how do I want extra dogs to appear? I think I want a puff of smoke. But I guess I don't need to do that right this second. Bigger thing is probably establishing a pet manager. See, so where do I want to start tackling this? Because I'm basically just going to need to establish like generic object pooling. I think I should start with attack pooling. And pet pooling is going to be a specialized type of that. Does that all sound kosher? Oh! Sorry, still needs work. I was so in my train of thought, I just totally ignored you. Hi, still needs work. I'm doing good, just as you said, locked in. How are you doing? Okay. Where will I put this thing? What is this? Huh. I don't remember making this. I guess I'll make a new folder. New folder. Pooling. Now, how high up the tree do I want to start this? You're studying Linux? Ooh, fancy, fancy. Okay. First is a pool. I think this will be an array of ref counted things. I think this might be merged with the functionality of attack spawner. Like, I think attack spawner might just go away. Yeah, I think it might. I think what I want to put in here is some behavior that says always make sure we have 5 of whatever we're supposed to have in here. So let me think through this with paint. So we have my class. We have inactive objects. And I want something along the lines of... Ooh, that's too big. Something like that. Roll it. Length less than 5, make whatever we need. Then at some point we've got active objects. And I think I also need something like dead objects. So the life cycle of an object, instantiated here. Okay. Then it needs to get initialized, at which point it goes into here. While it's in this collection, it does whatever it needs to do. Then it eventually goes to state where it's, quote, dead, like it's been used up, and we need to recycle it back to here. Okay. Let me think through that. Init. That's some sort of fake queue free. Now, as long as init is robust enough, dead and inactive don't have to be different. Is there stuff that might need to be cleaned up? So let me just think, launching a fireball, how does that work? We instantiate, which can be whatever. We initialize, which tells things like initial position. And that's when we add it to the world or whatever our anchor is. And then I need contracts. Like, I need basically interfaces for this. How does... Is there like an established way in Godot to do object pooling? Hey everyone, recently added object pooling for my projectiles in my top-down space shooter. Expecting performance boost, however the results are kind of confusing. Surprisingly, even when I have thousands of projectiles on screen, the version without pooling, just instancing and freeing projectiles as needed, seems to perform just as well. Or in some cases, even slightly better. Ooh, that's scary. I always thought pooling would help reduce performance overhead, especially in fast-paced games with a ton of objects. Now I'm starting to wonder if I'm doing something wrong, or if object pooling just isn't as critical in Godot 4 as it was in previous versions or other engines. Has anyone else experienced this? They made a couple of changes to my initial implementation. Now the performance improvements are very noticeable. What I did: remove the active projectile array. So exactly what I'm doing. I was using two arrays, one to store inactive projectiles and another to track active ones. Thanks to the feedback from you all, I realized that keeping an active projectile array was unnecessary and actually added extra performance overhead. Pre-instantiating projectiles. First, I wasn't preloading any projectiles. I would instance them on demand and store them for reuse. The problem was that when I suddenly need a large number of projectiles at once, the instancing would cause noticeable frame drops. I tried pre-instantiating a couple hundred projectiles at the start of the game, even though I didn't need them right away. Completely solved the 7 FPS drop. So this is exactly what I'm going to be doing. To do pooling. Most things I've done are just the same as yours, except I used arrays instead of a dictionary. Yeah, dictionary is definitely not necessary. There are two possible conclusions. Your implementation of pooling is not improving performance, therefore said implementation is not required yet. Or your implementation might be faulty and based on the wrong assumptions on what is actually expensive in Godot. Please note that pooling is more relevant in GC-based environments. BT script uses reference counting and on-demand freeing. So unless initialization is particularly heavy or object count is really high, which mine is, gains can be very minimal. Basic logic. Substantiate. Deactivate itself and returns the pool for future reuse. Always pre-instantiate. Yes, that is true. And what I was already planning on doing here is having something like check this for any time an object is leaving this, check the length, and then queue up a process to like every, let's say, 200 milliseconds, instantiate a new one until I have whatever buffer I establish. I put 5 here, but the specifics are not super relevant yet. Yes, it will use more memory, but that's probably not a bottleneck. Is you need to rework what a bullet is. Turn off processing when they aren't active. Like 5,000 and call it good. Do you need the active list because depending on where you remove something, that can be quite expensive. Active bullets for processing anyway. Active projectile array is in the button class. Ever when a projectile is turned active, it gets removed from the projectile array and gets added to the active array. Job is done, it again gets removed, erased from the active array, and gets added to the projectile array. Active array isn't needed because I can always use the scene tree as the storage for active projectiles. So I'll try to implement the whole object pooling setup without the active array this time. If you have arrays, there are certain operations that are almost free, and there are operations that are that have horrible performance. While an inactive pool is simple, you can just append new inactive objects to the end and pop them off when you need it. That is performant, but your active pool faces a dilemma. Objects are not going to expire neatly. Oh, this is super solid reasoning. This is super duper solid. Alzerana. So, what they're pointing out here is that when you have active objects, you're going to have this massive array of like 1,000 things, and one could expire that's halfway through your array, which means the operation to remove that is, let's talk what that means in low-level programming. You've got an array of boop, boop. Let me actually just type it. Got some giant array, right? And you want to remove this one. So arrays can't just have this thing removed and then it just somehow resolves naturally. What this is doing underneath is constructing a new array. How do I want to notate this? Of length n minus 1. And then it probably, if it's being super efficient, it can take the first 0 to n minus 1 and it basically copy pastes that. But then it has to do the rest by hand. How can I notate this visually? It essentially has to do these step by step. And if the library controlling it is very efficient, it's still going to be constructing 2 arrays to remove that one element. And this is why they're saying just don't even have an active object array. Okay. So let's rethink that. We have our object pool. It has an object. That object, we have some array for some length of our buffer. This object can go out and do its thing. And then whenever it dies, then it knows add myself back into the pool. That's another way to do it. Which means triangles need to know about the pool to say, let me back in. Give me a second, guys. One moment. Just fussing with cables, sorry. So that resolves that. Now, can an object insert itself into a scene tree? I don't know. But this thing needs to have what? Also needs an init. And think, dum-dum. Think. This is something I've been putting off for a while. It's because it's not an easy thing to solve. Or I shouldn't say that. I imagine if you've done object pooling a few times, this is probably really easy for you. But I've never even conceived of how to do this. If you need to be able to access all active entries, the dictionary instead. Something that came to mind, always consider each function you call on an object is an algorithm with a complexity. Yeah. Now, probably have I've got some ideas rocking and rolling. And I don't necessarily care about queuing ref counteds. Those are going to be pretty cheap. And what I kind of want here is generic typing or anonymous typing. What's the terminology? Let me double check that I'm saying the right thing. Generic write code that works with any type while keeping full type safety, separating separate classes or not or that. Yeah. So how can I do this? Because I don't have this capability within GPScript. I guess first question, if I have poolable stuff, do they need to be treated differently based on what their type is? So like pooling projectiles, how differently does that need to behave than enemies? Hey there, Spotty Beard. How's it going? Well, fortunately for the saving problem, most of the work is going on in my brain right now. Alright. Yeah, the inits are different. Like the way an enemy initializes versus a projectile, those are super different. So, I can either shift the onus onto each node to know how to handle itself, or have different pool types. Stream hopping and telling people Alt, Space, and C for one reason or another, trying to get them to push. Alt, Space, C. That's one of those things that in Windows like reconfigures your desktop, right? Used to quickly close the active window. Oh. Equivalent to Alt F4. Oh. Why is there an alternative for that? It seems way less convenient than Alt F4. Like, obviously there's the utility in trolling people. Like, I get that part. But I'm thinking, like, in terms of actual usability, what does Alt Space C get you? I guess if your pinky rests on control, you get it with like middle finger, thumb, and index finger. Probably for people with hand disabilities that make reaching hard. That's fair. That said, you can rebind all these things. Let's think through. That's not what I want. If this is not if I don't do separate object types, how would a projectile get the information it needs in order to initialize? You'd have to go either to a parent, or you would have, or the pool would tell the object when it initializes, hey, here's your source. And then that object needs to figure out, hey, what type is my source? What do I do with this information? Alrighty. You do what you gotta do. Yeah, I should have a different pool for each object type. Yeah. Yep. So let's start with what type of game are we making? We are making a sort of deconstructed top-down action RPG. I figure that's what you meant. The idea is throw players into various arenas, kill monsters, gain experience, unlock new classes, unlock new skills, build stronger character, take on stronger monsters, rinse, repeat. No story, no leaderboards, none of that muss and fuss. Just get in there, design cool ability interactions, fight a bunch of monsters, just for the love of the game. Exactly. And here is the latest ability I'm working on. Whenever the game decides to load. I do need to, at some point, figure out how to make this startup more efficient. I have a feeling it's having too many static classes. My loading isn't crazy slow. Now, collision is disabled right now, but at some point, the dog playing fetch, the dog colliding with enemies will damage them. But notice, that ball got thrown out before the dog got back. So right now what I'm doing is I'm going to be building in object pooling so that it will pop out a new dog to handle that extra ball. And then when the dog gets back, it poofs out of existence again until I need a spare dog. But oh, I haven't finished the behavior for the dog. I forgot that it needs to also follow the player when out of range. Whoops. I'll make a note of that. But it's break time. I don't know how far I'm getting with this today because... Oh. Fix dog idle 2. Need to be told 1 to 2. Need to be able to re-chase player. No worries, I probably only tried to distract you as I learned stuff I'll never use. Bruh. Ask away, please. I love getting off on tangents, especially if they're educational in nature. Love it, love it, love it. But what we're doing is break game is... There's controller. A game that came out last year that is just kind of amazing, called Co-Written. One thing I need to look at. Oh, first, start my break timer. One thing I wanted to look at. No, not that. Let's see what ultra quality does. Does it melt my computer? Oh, pretty. Also, I think my frame rate improved. I spoke too soon! Can we do anything in the arena yet? Like, they throw us in the arena first thing in the game, and then we just don't do anything there. Hello? Note from Mom. Team to y'all. Here's a gift from Dad. Oh, is that our gauntlets? Yeah. Can we fight in the arena? No. Okay, maybe I cannot handle these graphics on stream. But look how pretty those plants are. Sorry. So distracting. I'll try high. I can probably handle high. Right? Have you ever hosted a Marbles on stream? No? What is that? Bye. Whew. Oh, that is so much nicer for fighting those. Long messages do not get flagged if you said the V word, or if you said the D word, then you got flagged. That's the most common reason. Nah, neither. I don't know. You may not even know that you said the V word. Let me take a look-see. 1 second. Oh yeah, you said the V word. Oh, you said the V word all over the place. Oh my goodness. I can't believe you would say a word like that. Man. Chat just saying all the horrible things. Oh, hello. Haha. Oh, not ready yet. That works. Beautiful. Oh yeah, still needs work. It's because the bots love to sell those V's to us. They always want us to join the D word to show us their art. Oh man, the last straw for me was one that like tried to get me to commission them for some art. And like it was awful what they produced. And I was like, and they kept pushing, like just kept saying, no, I don't need any art. I don't need any art. And they kept pushing. I was like, all right, well, if you want to show me something you've done, I will consider it. That was a mistake. And like, so they whipped up a dumb illustration that like, there's no way I could use it on the channel because it was just garbage. And they're like, what, you mean you're gonna steal this and you're not gonna pay me? I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You were able to say it in another stream. The V word, I added that a while ago. So the D word has been banned for absolute ages now. Oh, hello. Let's group up both of these. Nice. If you were able to say it in a previous stream, he changed it. Yeah. Is the D word the D word, or is it an app for socials? It is an app for socials. Bye. when they ask to add you when you already have a link to it. Yeah, so interestingly, the people who are demanding access, like to add you on Discord, they don't want to join a Discord server. They specifically want to friend you on Discord so that they can then try to like pressure you to pay them for stuff. It's really gross. But ever since banning the D word, I haven't had that problem. Got him.
What can I do?
Nothing. Ability power. That. That'll make our flame breath a bit stronger. When you streamed, it was a different issue. With bots, don't really remember. Been so long. 2016. Oh wow. It's been a minute. Yeah, I don't know. The hold on. Yeah, the various types of bots and or scammers come in waves. Beats? Yeah. Is that not the cave that I went into before and couldn't do anything in? Oh no, that was Burrow Cave. Nice. Burn. Hold on. You have a laser tail? buddy. Grilled Scapter. Oh, hold on. Can I turn into you? Yes. Dude. Ooh, I can break things. Oh, I can break things. Oh no, I can't carry everything. Level 6 electric breath. Also, why am I so glowy? Sorry, did that say nasal helmet? Yes, yes it did. Yeah, if it doesn't have movement speed, I don't want it. Yeah, I need to... If I mark something as favorite... What does that actually do? Those are identical. Energy recharge and 1.2, 1.5. Tried to troll someone else and didn't pay attention to the game he was playing. Ooh. Lot of defense. Yeah, I want more energy recharge. I can get healing from other sources, I think. Ooh. Big weapons. Don't know how trolls do it. This is too much work and haven't tricked a single person. Well, as someone who has performed a couple epic trolls, the first point is you can't let anyone know that you care, because part of successful trolling is they have to be more bothered than you are. That is paramount. I will recount the tale of my best troll. And I only ever troll when it's someone who absolutely deserves it. In this particular case, this person had joined a D-word server and was just being rude to absolutely everyone. This person in question happened to be French. So, I proceeded to say to them, why are you talking like that? What do you mean? That, right there, the way you're talking. I stretched this out for about 2 minutes, finally getting them to realize that what I meant was their accent, their French accent. And I proceeded to go on to a 10 to 20 minute troll of having them convinced that I believe France didn't exist. And apparently, French people get really, really angry, or at least this French person got really, really angry that I didn't believe France was real. And he started speaking French. And without missing a beat, of course, I go, oh, come on. That is obviously a language you just made up. Obviously. Come on, man. Oh, it was so juicy. Oh, I've never seen someone fall for a troll quite that hard, and it was glorious. And after being rude to everyone, he got trolled, and then he left the server. And to my knowledge, never came back. Believe it, had a friend speak French as a native language and should have done that. Oh, absolutely. It's a glorious thing. Are there any weapons that have stat buffs? Oh, right there. 5% chance to cast level 4 Sunder Armor on strike. Yeah. Chance plus 40% all damage per second. That's probably only on things done by that weapon. So the only one I have that actually gives me attributes is this guy. So that's what we're gonna equip. How's it scatterable? Oh, this one's just better. But I'm gonna try this out. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Alright. But not as good as snipe from a mile away bow. On this, I need to keep at least one thing of each element. So, fire beam. You are my favorite. Poison breath. Favorite. This Marcus trashed it. Don't know yet. Fire spit. Fire bolt. Yeah, don't care. God. Did I not save any of my acid stuff? Or maybe I'm just misremembering. I never had that. Electric breath. What are these? Can be inserted into item. Oh. Oh. Okay, so those are sockets. Got it. More of a friendly version of it, though. Try not to be too mean. That's why I warn people not to push buttons in my troll, so if they listen to me, forward with knowing what it does. Ask what you need to complete for affiliate. I think just having more consistent viewers. But I'm not too worried about it. The point of streams is to keep me on a schedule for developing my game. It's not necessarily to become internet famous. Now, if I could become internet famous and this turns into a business of its own, awesome. I won't say no to money, but it's just not a priority for me. Okay, I need to sell stuff. That ass because I'm about to go watch my first ever big streamer. I'm going to leave this page. I absolutely appreciate the lurking.
What can I do for you?
We got the Scapter tail.
Not bad. Shouldn't expect less from Naji's kids. Here's...
Thank you. Bye-bye. Do not worry about your punctuation, my dude. The first skill that I realized I needed to work on when starting streaming was figuring out how to read text from people. I'm the worst. No, you are not. Sir, you are so far from the worst. Oh. There's one person from like over a year ago that like everything they typed was always one giant blob of text. So they didn't even like separate it out into separate comments. And they would leave words out that were absolutely necessary. They would change words. You needed to be a master cryptographer, cryptologist, whatever the word is. You need to be a master in order to handle whatever that was. Now, can I... I want to test something. Can I sell something that is a favorite? So, electric spit. His favorite. Does that actually do anything? Can't sell marked as favorite. Excellent. I was very worried this didn't actually do anything. Now, anything I might want to buy? No. There is nothing. I still haven't spent attribute points. I should probably consider doing that. Increases the electric damage over time and shock duration caused by your attack. To increase electric ability damage for both your human and beast forms. I was that guy a year ago? No. I don't even remember who it was by name, but if they typed in chat again, I would know instantaneously. Call down a lightning strike that deals more damage closer to 10. 9 seconds down. Yeah, this is supposed to chain to nearby targets, but it definitely doesn't. Harpoon! Fire projectile that stuns the target and pulls it toward you. Brings heat and poison damage, as well as projectile speed of your range attacks. Ooh! Pump venom through your body, adding poison damage to your tail and arm stingers. Done that before when typing on your phone? gets another message like, disregard, I'm an idiot. I understand. Improve your capability with beam weapons. Ooh. Yeah, no, this is my favorite creature so far. Let's get the next step of this quest and then get back to work. Sorry, my brain was just not ready for this today, I guess. The D word lets you edit your mistakes. Nice. So does this mean that you do a better job when you think with your D? So sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Well, if you can't break those, then who can? Can I get through there? Oh, wait. I know what I'll do. Save here. Then we'll just quit if it doesn't work out. Ooh. So I think there were rocks before you get there. Oh. Never mind. Oh, I needed the key card that I now have. That's not too bad. Oh, it's a new town. Hello, little lizard boy. Does this mean new vendors? We're looking for Najee.
By the gods!
Hi, Dad.
What are you doing here?
We need your help.
Has something bad happened? It's
Sort
actually
of.
true. If they're truly
I
broken,
got these weird gauntlets
stop
now.
using them. Leave them with Ira. Not come all the way out here. This is
I couldn't help. And if you can't either, we could lose control of our bodies.
What? How could you know that? If they are unsafe, what can I do to help?
You need to find where they were
The
created.
only clue I have is a small piece of paper.
Code
that
log?
I remember Ira talking about code logs. It's a text log, Whisper. The only
Yeah,
log I
yeah,
want. No, now. I have a client to meet.
Oh, no. No. What? What?
The longer you wear the gauntlets, the higher I didn't want to overly worry. Also, your father is wrong. He doesn't understand the power.
About some kind of stash. What is that about? Not a secret. Pills. Cool. Find a stash. Get rich. Who dis? Scavenger Lyra. What do you sell? Do you have an EP shifter? I'll take it. What did I just buy? I don't know. We'll give it a try. I just agree to everything. No thanks. I prefer to take action over praying. Yes. Where was he heading? I will find the person. Oh. What? Beautiful. Good thing there's no fall damage. What you got? Ooh, speed, yes. Ah, you still creature stuff. Very nice. Greater fire breath. Ooh. Just a better fire beam, sure. or energy recharge, or defense, or better in every way. Hello. Are you the shapeshifter everyone's talking about? Yes. Looking to buy a Alundra egg, specifically a red one. Hatch from those, they usually become the largest and toughest. Sure. We'll take on all of your quests. Alright, that is plenty of goofing off. Alright. So, separate queues per object type that needs queuing. We need the objects to know about the queue that they came from. Our first one is going to be called Pack Pool. Now, how do I do interfacey thingies? Because there's some stuff that I want. I want some stuff to happen the same across all pool types. Let me test something. Okay. I'd have to make it a resource. Don't love that. double check also what Act Spawner does. Is this step still necessary, I wonder? I think my brain has stopped. I think I used it up, used all of it up yesterday. Correction, hack, all of that to construct this init. That would probably be more easily done from the character. Okay, so I have the pool. I need to be able to request from that. Then in it. What is the purpose of this? Like, I know it's there for a reason, because I remember having a problem that it solved. Oh, that's nicer now. Okay, Dum Dum. Let's at least think about data structures for a second. How can I share any of this behavior? I could use functions that I override. That's how I'm going to do this. Three timers? No. No, that's not what I want. Should I try to use promises, maybe? No, because this only really works for assets. Okay, this preps the resource. This isn't used for instantiating. Does GD script have background instantiation? If your goal is to generate objects programmatically, single script without spiking CPU usage. Use Godot's worker thread pool. Singleton that allocates some threads on startup. Used to offload tasks to these threads. Threads, thread safe APIs. To add group task. Adds action as a group task to be executed by the working threads. The callable will be called a number of times based on elements. With the first thread calling it with the value 0 as a parameter, and each consecutive execution incrementing this value by 1 until it reaches element -1. Number of threads the task is distributed to is defined by task.
Par-delà le temps, la menace grandit. Si loin dans le silence, on entend ses cris. Par-delà les terres, son nom fait frémir. Préparez-vous, le néant arrive.
Adds action as a task to be executed by a worker thread. High priority determines task has a high priority.
Ô grand guerrier, je prie pour ta vie. À chaque aube, le soleil faiblit.
Huh.
Fuyez mes amis, le néant est ici.
turn type here. I guess it's a node. If passed to Paxing Instantiate provides local scene resources. Provides inherited scene resources. No. Oh. Also looking at the wrong thing. Instantiate the scene's node hierarchy, triggers child scene investigations. Alright. Process completely disables processing, bring blah. Go instance object scene, but have it not. Is a node process if it's not in the scene tree? So I don't need to disable it. Is intentionally using nodes outside the scene tree a good practice? Don't use nodes as data containers, use custom resources. Okay. So, yes, that's all it needs. That feels wonky. No, my return type is going to be different on each of these, I think. I'm just not here today. I'm not... My brain is not present. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying, but it's just not happening. To just show what I had planned on here. In all of these, override this. Instead return. Cooldown size. So I do need to consider data types. Bad. We have dictionaries. We have arrays. Emu. I think that's it. Other than, of course, basic data types. How do I want to do this to queue up stuff on that worker thread? How does this actually work? Pauses the thread that calls this method until a task with the given ID is completed. Turn stuff. Pauses the thread that calls this method for task ID is completed. Never really understood why you would need this. Like, if it's done, great, but why would you care until you're going to wait for the result? So that all allocated resources tasks can be cleaned up. are async appends to end of danger. Common source of bugs and subtle race conditions. The level of danger depends entirely on whether your async operations are concurrent, whether your environment supports shared state concurrency or isolated. I don't know what that means. Triggers callback after each insert element in your code is not safe. Mine will not do that. But I need a way also to immediately await. Yeah, I think I just need to sleep on this. Like, I thought I had this sorted out in my head a bit better, but I clearly don't. And a big part of it is just the lack of generic types. Which is a pain, but nothing I can do about that. Alright, let's do one quest and call it a night. Also, why is our character just always mostly naked? I don't understand. Whoop. Nice. Whoa. Bye bye. All kinds of stuff here.
Why is everything so violent?
The axe from a large animal. Ooh, so big fight coming. Nice. Woohoo! Where are you coming from? Alpha Saberhorn Houndra. Ramux Cave? Oh, hello, big boy. Nope, nope, nope. Running time. Woo! Big hits. Very nice. I am not healing. And oh, I can put these now. Fire rate, 1.5%, fire rate, 4%. Yeah, we can try it. keep dodging. Woo! That hurt. And that's how it's done. No, come back. Crowned Ramix. Cash box. Oh, poor guy. You are a new thing. Can you break the big rocks? There was a big rock in here, so I'll take that as a yes. Big hits. Whoa! Oh yeah, I need to remember to keep using that because it's ever so slightly amazing. Oh, cheater. Ira Observatory. Fast travel point? Ramming beast. It's not a ramming beast? It is a ramming beast. Nice. Couple things to check before we stop. I want to see about taking out the other bandit camp. Because now I should be able to ram the door closed or open. Words are hard. What do Ramixes do? Flame Paw, set your paws ablaze, dealing heat damage with your melee attacks. Increase your blunt and charge attack damage. That'll do. So, what kind of crazy creature are we gonna find here? Woo! Hello. Holy cow. No, no, no. Got them all. Nice. Just keep dodging. Oh no! Oh. We're almost there. And got it. Green Striped Houndra, level 12. Cool. I'll get up there. Got it. And done. Nice.
Who the hell are you? How dare you barge into our camp? Nobody trespasses on boat picker territory.
My father told me, we could use a computer here.
Nowadays, kids?
Well, nothing is free, eh?
Wait, are you the ones with the shapeshifter
We
gauntlet?
can't give you
Your lucky
these.
day. Give me another off. There's a power station east of here that stopped working.
Sure. I'll fix a power station. I love fixing power stations. Oop. How many are there? We're good? Good.
Oh, you're welcome to go in. Mind you don't get sticky fingers, or we'll have to cut them off.
Yes, sir. But first, where's your stash? Burrow Cave Passage. I'm real tanky in this form. Not endlessly tanky, but Oop. Get out, get out, get out, get out. That is just the skill for everything. As long as you can keep them stuck there for just a little bit. And Burrow Cave. There. I think this is the one that had all the breakable stuff. Yes. Okay. Nice. All right. I think that's it here. Yeah. I'll take it. Get me out of here. I don't love all of the caves just being called cave. Can I make that? Surely not. Nope. Bye. All right, that's enough. But yeah, unfortunately didn't get all I wanted done today, but I clearly haven't resolved how this should work in my head yet. Like, I have a vague notion, but that's not going to be enough to get this running. So yeah, I need time. I need planning. All right. But that will do it for today. So, everyone, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give the video a share. Maybe you know someone that wants to learn game dev along with us. And as always, an extra special thank you to my supporters on Ko-fi. Thank you all so much. And above all, guys, hope y'all have an amazing day. Take care, everyone.